Hey Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at a special box set of Teela and Zoar from Masters of the Universe Origins, which is, in my personal opinion, the best toy line going today, or the best mass market toy line going today. This is the heroic warrior goddess commands flying falcon into battle. You've got some gorgeous art on the top of the box there. You can see Grayskull in the background flying the hero flag. On the side, you've got some of those little random critters that I love seeing so much. And then on the back of the box, oh, look at that. In the background, Screech, correct? I am not 1,000% up on my Masters lore to remember it, but I believe that's Screech. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Teela and Zoar share a special connection, each tied in spirit to the Eternian goddess. And you've got Teela battling Skeletor over here. And then you've got a little instruction panel. Push to make the wings flap, slide over Zoar's head, snap together battle backpack, and then the cross-sell, which is one of my favorite features because you get this great artwork. It's not just a picture of the figure, it's actually artwork of everything that's available. And you can see reviews for most of these on the channel. There are a couple that are coming up soon, but the Roton is up there now, so you can check that out. Give it a like, if you please. So let's open this set up. I was excited about this because I was not 100% satisfied with the original Teela, which we'll take a look at in comparison. Let's zip right through that tape. I don't know if you guys listen to Audible Interlude. I know not everybody is into G.I. Joe, but we have Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast. And I went a little nuts on there a couple weeks ago. I'm not sure when this is going to post. It might have just been last week. About how absolutely unbelievable Masters of the Universe Origins is as a toy line, and wondering what in the world is Hasbro doing that G.I. Joe does not have a comparable toy line. It's really baffling to me. I kind of went off a little bit. All right. Let's see how easy it's going to be to get all of these accessories out of here. Lots of little things to snip through, I think. Interesting. I didn't expect rubber wings on this one. All right. Because that was a feature of the originals, and I just thought, well, they'll probably update that to a harder plastic. But at the same time, the Origins stuff has all been pretty true to, as far as action features and things like that, has been true to the original line. So it makes sense. Teela doesn't actually have any things holding her in place. So let's get her out of there. Her staff, which I will not be using. I highly recommend, I've said this before, but it's been a while, get yourself, go to your local craft store and get yourself a pair of these, or one of these, or whatever. They're just easier to use than scissors. They're a little more precise with the little tiny things that we have to snip through as toy collectors. I really enjoy having them. All right. So that's loose. That's, oh gosh, so many of these things. And I get it, as, retail shelves just get more challenging as far as people being dastardly and stealing things and removing things. Because that's another aspect. It's not just about keeping these products in place during shipping and display and, hitting the store shelves or what have you. It's also about making it difficult for scumbags to just steal stuff, because we're getting into this new era now. Man, that little piece is tied so tight. We're just going to leave that. We're in this era now where people seem to be getting worse and worse about doing shady, underhanded things as far as toy collecting goes. Oh, I hate this. Why does this have to be looped around So unnecessary. I'm shocked at this being so similar to the original. Look at that. Pretty good wing motion there. That's neat. I like that. I dig it. Again, I really just thought it would be hard plastic wings. I did not expect the same design as the original. Last things last, we get the perch out of here and we can finally get on to reviewing this toy. All right, what do we want to look at? Let's look at Zoar first, since I have right here the original Zoar. This was not, I did not have this when I was a child. This was given to me by a friend of mine when his parents were cleaning out his toy collection. As you can see, it was stored in a bin and got warped pretty badly, and I just haven't bothered trying to straighten it out. I'm sure I could heat it up, lay it down, and flatten those wings back out. But this, you know, these were never a priority to me in any way. But you can see the action. There's a little trigger back there. And the action still works, although it looks, quite frankly, a little sad right now, thanks to the shape of those wings. I don't know. I might fix this up. I might not. Because now I've got a new Zoar. You can see the orange is much brighter on this new one, which is relatively common in the Origins line. All of the colors tend to be brighter. And it is, though, in a weird way, it's not glossy the way that it is on the original. You can see the paint job is much more precise on the new version. You can look at the orange on the neck, the blue of the beak. But really, this is a pretty close recreation of the original, which I just didn't really expect. And then we've got that fresh new wing motion looking pretty good. That's great. I love it. I'm glad they stuck with the rubber, so you get that nice, because if it was just straight up and down without the flexing, it wouldn't be as fun to look at. He's awesome. I'm very happy. All right, so we've got the perch for the bird, and it's got those ridges that the claws will connect into, or the talons will connect into and hold our pal in place. And I will probably use that perch. So actually, you can see the ridges land differently. So if you want, you can do this and have a little bit of an angle, I think. No, he isn't going to stay that way. So it kind of is just the one option of clicking it into place right there. But it does stay put once it's there. And then there is the battle backpack deal that just slides over the head and clips down. There we go. Okay, clips down over the tail. Oh, it literally just sits just where the rubber, because this top portion, this is all hard plastic under here, and this whole top portion is rubber. It just sits right at the seam of the plastic and the rubber and just goes straight forward like that. But very cool. Who came up with bird armor? Like we need, bird falcons are cool, but we need some bird armor. And they were right. Great look. I look forward to Screech, or whatever the heck his name is. I think I'm right about that. All right, let's set Zoar aside and take a look at this newer version of Teela that is, I think, completely a repaint. But guess what? We are going to try not to... Oh, her foot is turned around. As you can see there, and there we go. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the original version of Teela. That I gotta say, I like the tan on that original Teela, but man, the knees on the new one look so much better. I gotta say, you guys, I think I prefer the more golden look on this one. I mean, it's kind of a tan, but it's also kind of a gold. And this bright yellow looks good. But aside from the knees, oh, you know what? I do like the boots on this one. The white painted fur on the boots is really nice. I'm disappointed these aren't the same colors, so you can't swap them out. Which, by the way, that is a feature of all of the Masters of the Universe Origins figures. Now, they don't all interchange in the same places. I'm actually wondering now if this one's boot is actually going to come off. There we go. So if I want to, I can put the new boot on the old figure and have that look. You could also go really crazy if you were willing to and have the little darker, but her skin tone doesn't match. Although she could be wearing some tights like the lady wrestlers do. But I think I'm probably going to leave these pretty much as is, because the older figure, overall, I like the colors more. But the newer figure, like I said, those knees are just so much better. I wonder if they ever reissued the original Teela with these improved knees. Oop, that arm just popped right off. As you can see, the arms are interchangeable as well. It pops right back in. Let's take a look at these portraits and see how similar they are. It looks like a little finer detail on the newer Teela. If you can see, particularly around the eyes. And it's a different sculpt. I just realized. This one has, wow, oh, okay. This one has a ponytail, a completely different tiara, completely different hairline. So she has more of a long hair look. Their costumes are the same, their armbands are the same. But yeah, this is a completely new head sculpt. Very interesting. This one has, the new Teela has ears. Let me move that shield out of the way. That's giving us trouble. So I didn't even realize that was going to be the case. So yeah, these are both keepers. So far, if there's enough difference between two versions, I leave them both on the shelf because I still have room to do that with my Origins collection. Shield is sculpt-wise exactly the same. The new one, honestly, is just about the same color. Not a lot of difference there. The one big thing that I appreciate is that this Teela came with a sword. It really bothered me that the other one did not. So now we have a Teela with a sword, and that sword looks great. I don't know how well you can see the detail with this monochromatic yellow, but it is a very cool-looking sword. If it has a specific origin, tell me in the comments, because I am unaware of it. But it looks great. Excellent sword. We've got the snake headdress, which I do not display Teela with this. I have it on the Goddess, but I don't put it on Teela. I still can't get that little rubber band off. But it just... I won't put it on this Teela either. Or I won't display it on this Teela either. But it's simple enough. It clips on in the back. And then just goes over. You could actually, even if you wanted to, put that under the ponytail. But, like I said, I'm not... This is for the Goddess. This is not for Teela, in my head canon. And then finally... Or not finally, we already talked about the shield. But I'm going to get that shield in her hand. And warp that little thumb. And then the snake staff, which, it's yellow. It's a snake staff. It's great. Whatever. I don't... Again, the Teela and the snake is not really a thing in my on my shelf. So there you go. Teela and Zoar. Great set of two together. A couple of awesome figures. Very happy to have them. Available now from Big Bad Toy Store, although I'm sure they'll be on Amazon and everywhere else soon enough. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And as always, I have the power.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.